1999, and Medecins Sans Frontières receives the Nobel Peace Prize. For over 30 years, MSF has combined medical assistance with standing up for human rights. MSF was set up in 1971 by a group of French doctors who'd been appalled by the absence of medical and humanitarian aid in the Biafran War. Today, MSF has offices in 18 countries. It's gained a reputation throughout the world for fearlessness and excellence, but also, some would say, of arrogance, of deliberately being a maverick in the aid community. But what motivates the Medecins to give up comfortable and often well-paid occupations to work in areas of conflict and destitution? In our series, Doctors on the Front Line, MSF has allowed our film crews unique access to their missions in Haiti, Sudan, Honduras and Somalia. We'll see how it delivers a lot more than medical aid and find out what makes highly qualified people become humanitarian legionnaires. Southern Sudan, and the crew is with the MSF team trying to get supplies in. But news from the cockpit is not good. A flooded runway means they will have to turn back. For the MSF team on board, it may mean days before they can try again. They return to Lokichokio in northern Kenya. It's MSF's base of operations. Originally no more than a village, over recent years, Lokichokio has sprouted into an aid agency city. From here, over 40 organisations run relief missions into war-torn southern Sudan. True to its reputation for independence, MSF has chosen to work outside Operation Lifeline, the UN umbrella organisation. In Lokichokio, even at the best of times, communications are difficult.
Negative, this is another thing. We have our regular flight on 7 to your location, over.
We receive you 2 over 5, we don't understand, over.
You receive me 2 over 5, over.
He said one day, it's now going to 1 week.
There's a 10-day delay before Gideon Tongu Kenny, a lab technician, finally gets to MSF's hospital at Marial Lou in southern Sudan. It's July 2005, 6 months after the signing of an historic peace deal. Medecins Sans Frontières has been running a hospital in Marial Lou since 1997. It's in the tribal land of the Dinka pastoralists. This is a pre-developed Africa. There's no electricity, no running water, no roads.
And they put a pipe on the middle.
This is Fernando Galvan's second stint with MSF. Before Sudan, the Argentinian was in Honduras. His 6-month assignment is almost over. MSF planned a centre dispensing basic services, but the southern Sudanese authorities wanted a proper hospital.
There was no infrastructure before the war, and during the war there was no educational system whatsoever. So to run a hospital and not having medical trained people was always a challenge, and it still is. That together with the fact that there was no acceptance for the medicine we were offering at the beginning. So there was a process of making understood what we were doing here and what we were offering, and so that people accepted.
Even here in remote Marial Lou, there are medicines for sale, but they are of the quack variety, and if they are not, most are well past their sell-by dates. Local people have even got used to injecting themselves. The practice adds to MSF's challenges.
Well, a variety of drugs that they say come from Uganda, and including injectable penicillin, which is of course a real worry because apart from people just self-injecting, it also can develop antibiotic resistance. There's a belief here that injections are much more powerful than any other kind of Western medicine, particularly ones in tablet form, that they think it sits in the stomach and doesn't do any good, but injections go straight into the blood.
Very quickly, the MSF hospital has won the trust of the locals. Marial itself has benefited. The people coming here for healthcare trade their goods at the same time. And by the standards of southern Sudan, it's booming.
I can see a lot of changes if I compare it with 97. In 97, you can even count the tukuls around here in this village. But right now, there are so many tukuls around Marial. Even the market has even expanded. Aja take na. Shobag? Shobag mana? Shobag? Baba.
Arop Deng is from the Dinka tribe. Arop tells us he's respected because unlike most Dinka with an education who left during the war, he has returned to help his people. With him is Chol Mayai, the spear master or witch doctor. While the spear master will never accept the missionaries and Christianity, amazingly, he's come to accept the hospital. He even refers people he can't help to the Medecins. The spear master is both healer and spiritual leader. He tells our crew he can kill a chicken just by thought. What he would never do is kill a cow. For the Dinka, cattle are milk, prestige, and money in the bank. A Dinka cannot hope to get a wife unless he has cows for a dowry. That's why fathers prefer to have daughters here. Only in very exceptional circumstances will cattle be killed for meat. The current food crisis has forced them to sell off their stock to buy food. They've started killing their cows for meat. This Dinka man explains. He says he doesn't care about the peace deal at the moment. All he cares about is staving off hunger.